This is so disturbing. So disturbing. I don't know if many of you are seeing these articles that are coming out about Italy investigating what they're calling sniper safaris. I see pictures of rich people going to Africa to hunt lions and zebras and rhinos and giraffes and all these different animals, and it's super messed up. Well, Italy is investigating that in the 1990s, wealthy people from the US, the UK, France, Germany, Italy, Russia were flying to Bosnia, an active war zone, specifically Sarajevo, a besieged city, an active war zone, to hunt human beings.
Lock them up.
Wealthy people were paying $90,000 and above to go hunt civilians for fun.
They need to be prosecuted.
And they were paying extra to hunt children. People flying from different countries to an active war zone to hunt human beings. Human children.
You hear about stuff.
That's Esau Edom. That's his MO. All right. The scriptures tell you, all right, that he's known for cutting off a lot of people. He loves blood. All right. This is what this devil does. He haunts people for the sport. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Give me the spirit to do this lesson. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, men, women, and children. To the speckled bird, I like to say shalom to you. So Esau is a killer. The white man is the number one terrorist in the whole world. All right? He's a murderer.
Stuff like this, it really makes you lose faith in humanity. But just remember, not all humans, most humans are not like this. No, seriously, everybody who participated in this needs to be brought to justice. Stuff like this is definitely still going on. Epstein Island was just the tip of the iceberg. Stay weird.
Yeah, you guys don't even realize how wicked these people are, man. They're very wicked.
Animals, and super messed up. Well, Italy is investigating that in the 1990s, wealthy people from the US, the UK, France, Germany, Italy, Russia were flying to Bosnia, an active war zone, specifically Sarajevo, a besieged city, an active war zone, to hunt human beings.
Lock them up.
Wealthy people were paying $90,000 and above to go hunt civilians for fun.
They need to be prosecuted.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verses 4, and it says, because behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. And it's talking about Esau Edom. He's just not right. All right? He's totally against everything. He's a destroyer. Okay? It says, but the just shall live by his faith. It says, yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right, so he's everywhere in different countries, taking over things, rape, rob, murder, pillage, every single thing out of different countries, stealing oil tankers, stealing lands, going in and saying the land belongs to me. All right, you guys took the oil and you took the land from us and we're coming to get it. Making up all types of lies to go in and destroy people. All right. It says neither keepeth at home. Yeah, he's always somewhere else. He's worried about everybody else's country, but he ain't worried about his own country. All right, his own country got people sleeping in the streets right now, in homelessness at an all-time high, joblessness, mass layoffs at an all-time high, man. All right, the spirit of America is failing. These people are on the edge, ready to commit suicide. But you're sending billions and billions to Israel to support a genocide. All right, billions and billions to Ukraine. All right, but your people right here are suffering. All right, it says he neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth onto him all nations, and heapeth onto him all people. That's talking about America, man. America got all types of nations of people inside of it. Okay, and that's not only America, but wherever he goes, he tries to change those different countries to be just like him, be a damn pedophile, all right, be a man with man, woman with woman, and if you don't get down with the get down, then they're gonna come in and do something bad to you, man. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long? And woe to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, that thick debt. America's in huge debt, man. All right? And basically, yeah, like, see, the white man think that nothing's going to happen to him. He think that he can just do whatever he do to people and nothing's ever going to happen to him. All right? That's what he thinks. All right? It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? All these things that you've been doing. What goes around comes around. You're going to get your fill. And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. Yeah, you're gonna be for a prey. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Right? Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. Woe unto him that coveteth an evil covetous to his house. Yeah, okay. Your fractional reserve banking system, or your Babylonian money magic, your credit system. All right. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. You clearly know what you're doing by destroying us, man. All right. All right. The people are complaining. It says, woe unto him, meaning destruction unto him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Yeah. You got bunkers everywhere. You got huge underground tunnels stretching all across America. All right. You think you're going to hide, that you may be delivered from the power of evil, man. All right. In which the Lord's going to bring upon you, man. All right. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For a stone shall cry out of the wall, and a beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe unto him that buildeth a town with blood, and establishes a city by iniquity. Yeah, that's you devils. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire? And that's what's going on right now. Everybody's complaining about how they're not getting paid enough, complaining about how life sucks. There's a video going around. Dude said he cool with just not even waking up no more, man. He said he'd be cool with that. All right, so everybody's complaining. It says, and the people shall weary themselves in the very vanity. Yeah, people are wearying themselves in this horrible society, man, that you devils set up. It says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. Yeah, your philosophies, your white man Jesus. All right, that's that strong drink, man. All right, also you got all types of enchantments on the people. They don't even know that they're being poisoned through their food because they got the internet and they got everything else. They got entertainment. They're watching, 50 Cent and whatever, man. All right, it's all types of, distractions from what's really going on, man. I mean, these devils are literally poisoning us and trying to kill us. Remember the Georgia Guidestones, maintain humanity up under 500 million. This is a true devil. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him. Yeah, you force white man Jesus on our people, man. You force, your philosophies. You force things, like your they, she, it, your man with man, woman with woman, all this bullcrap on the people, man. You force it. All types of ads popping up on your kids' laptop. Like, where'd that come from? Why you messing with my child, man? Okay? That's you devils. That's how you do. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. What if I don't want to fucking drink it, right? You know, it says that puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Because everybody's looking at you, and they're seeing the devil the Bible speaks of, man. The whole world is looking at you, white people, the white man, all right, especially at Trump, and netting out of you, all right. They're looking at y'all devils, and the rest of you devils, man. They're looking at you and knowing that you are a destroyer, knowing that you need to be stopped. You're the problem with the whole earth, man. You're the problem with everything. Like the scriptures speak about, even the trees are mourning. All right, the animals are mourning because of your dumb ass. All right, and the Lord's gonna take you out. All right, it says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory."
Look at this. This is the side of. Give me some volume on this. Listen to this.
It's our money. It's our money. If Israel wants to carry out war crimes, they shouldn't do it with our money. You can't, on one hand, demand that American taxpayers who are desperate for a better life here in America, they need to hand over billions of dollars to the Israeli government and the IDF, and we need to shut the F up about any of our critique. AIPAC is evil. AIPAC is evil. Evil. My fellow Americans, are you okay with that? Are you okay with a lobbying group representing the best interests of a foreign government telling you you need to bust your ass every day, work a job that you likely hate, and have a portion of your earnings taken from you by our federal government and funneled to the Israeli government so they can commit atrocities in the Gaza Strip? Are you okay with that? Because I'm not okay with that. And nothing gets under my skin more, okay, than hearing these pieces of crap. They feel entitled to our money. Entitled. That gets under my skin more than you guys understand, okay?
And that's these devils. That's what they do, see? All your tax dollars, they go into Israel. You wonder why it's poor people in the streets. Why they can't pull enough money together to get the homeless together. People that are on drugs, because they don't care. They're supporting Israel. All right? They're sending all your money over to those crackers over there, man.
Well, a town in Texas has over $4 million of its own local tax dollars being sent to Israel. When they audited their books and found this, the town of San Marcos decided to stop that aid. Now, Governor Abbott, Greg Abbott of Texas, says you actually can't do that. It's against the law. Now, Israel receives billions of dollars in federal aid.
Hold up. Greg Abbott said they can't stop sending money to Israel because it's against the law. Let's listen to it.
Well, a town in Texas has over $4 million of its own local tax dollars being sent to Israel. When they audited their books and found this, the town of San Marcos decided to stop that aid. Now, Governor Abbott, Greg Abbott of Texas, says you actually can't do that. It's against the law. Now, Israel receives billions of dollars in federal aid from the United States government. This local government, for a small town of only 70,000 people, found that their residents were sending $4 million a year. And they said, we actually don't want to do that. We want to send that to our local schools, our fire departments, maintain our roads. And the state is saying, you cannot do that. You must continue to send that money to Israel. Now, this is not quite a cut and dry story. It's outrageous that the governor is saying, no, you need to keep sending your local tax dollars to Israel. And he has his own crazy reasons. But the bill was also a little bit strange, too. This is, again, a town of 70,000 people sending over $4 million per year to Israel instead of the local priorities that they wanted. They drafted a resolution to stop that. And Governor Abbott said, you can't do that because it's anti-Semitism. So they are obligated to send their money abroad to Israel. Here is...
Goodness gracious. You hear that? Obligated. It's anti-Semitic if you stop sending them money. Like, who the hell are you people, right? Hey.
tweet about it. And then also he wrote the letter. He says that this is against state law. What law? Well, actually, there is a law in Texas that no government entity may enter into a contract worth $100,000 or more unless it includes a written verification that the entity does not boycott Israel and will not boycott Israel during their term. So this is
some bullshit. You see this? You see that? You see that? So the only way you can get money in this Texas community, the only way for them to get their funds is if they make a pledge to not boycott Israel. This is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. I don't even get to play no more.